What's up, everybody? So we're gonna have a little guitar collection vlog video here today. This is for 2019. We'll start off with my ESP USA Viper. So this guitar is the very first, or was the very first Viper produced in the United States. This was a NAMM show guitar. I was very fortunate enough to be able to scrape the money together to buy this, although this sat on my credit card for a little bit of time. But this was made for the NAMM show for 2018. A typical Viper though. Really nice color on this one. We have a ebony fretboard. We have a split flag inlays. We have a mahogany body, maple top, and beautiful gold hardware that nobody likes but me, but I'm a big fan. And the pickups are Seymour Duncan's Saturday Night Specials. Sort of, I don't know, medium to medium high output. Great for classic rock or just rock stuff in general, so that's perfect for me. And the guitar is purple, like I said, so really cool guitar. The most expensive guitar I've ever purchased by far, but 100% worth it once I got it paid off, so really nice. Here we go, Viper USA. Next up is my ESP Japanese custom shop Viper. This was made in Japan. Viper custom. Same specs as the purple Viper, except for this one's a neck through, but maple top, mahogany body. Pickups are different. This one has, I think, a JB and a bridge, and I'm not really sure what's in the neck. I kind of forgot, but it's sort of like a P90 kind of thing going on. The pick guard is actually from another Viper. It's from an Edwards Viper. I think another kind of offshoot company of ESP. But it ended up fitting on this guy, and I didn't even bother to screw it down. But really prefer playing with some sort of pick guard, so it works great for me. Also changed the knobs to PRS lampshade knob, which I like a lot. This is a great one. Really like this one. This was my very first custom shop Viper. Okay, I think you're probably seeing a pattern by this point. This is another ESP Viper, but this one was another ESP Japanese Viper custom. Just like the red one, I neglected to mention, but I purchased both these off, I think, reverb.com. Didn't buy these new, of course. These were made, I think, in the late 2000, I don't know, maybe it's 2007 to 2010, around that time period. But these didn't sell well here in the United States. But really enjoyed these. It's also a neck through. Essentially the same guitar as the red one, but of course different color. This being transparent black. Same Parried Smith lampshade knobs. And the pickups in this one, I believe we have, I'm not even sure what's in the bridge, to be honest with you guys, but the neck pickup I think is an Eric Johnson Marzio. So much lower output, which I do enjoy for a neck pickup. But same fretboard, ebony fretboard. Yeah, this is a great one. I keep this one in D standard for my band stuff. The red one is in E standard. This is the last Viper in my collection. This is a Japanese market standard series Viper in a really nice sort of kind of pelham blue with a racing stripe. They made one of these in this blue color and then one in a red color, and I've seen them both. I've seen them both with and without pick guards. This one happens to have a pick guard from the factory, which is really cool. I changed the knobs, as you guessed it, to the Parried Smith lampshade knobs. The pickups, these are actually Parried Smith, speaking of Parried Smith, HFS in the bridge position and a vintage bass in the neck. Some of my very favorite pickups. Ebony fretboard. There's the nice headstock overlay. So, great guitar. I also use this one in my band, and this one is in D standard. I purchased this off of German eBay. Had to do some translating to talk to the guy, but I got this shipped from Germany, so really happy to have this one. This was probably the one I've been had been lusting over the most for several years before I could get my hands on it, so very happy to do so. Okay, so this is my ESP USA Te2. So this is kind of like a Telecaster style. This one was a limited edition at Sweetwater. I'm actually Sweetwater owns more of this than I do at this point. I'm still paying it off. But the Sweetwater card prompted me to give this a shot. So no interest is a beautiful thing. Anyway, this one's all stock. We have Saturday Night Special pickups by Seymour Duncan, which I love, and typical Tele scale length, everything. Nice ebony fretboard and matching Koa headstock veneer. Put back down to that body again. Looks really nice. Maple neck. I forgot what wood's for the body, but it is kind of like it's a lighter mahogany, whatever the wood type is. So really nice playing guitar. I mean, this one plays effortlessly, so very happy to have this in the collection. Okay, this is my final ESP. This one is an ESP USA Eclipse. This was a recent purchase. I got this on the Guitar Center used section. Not sight unseen, but I didn't get a chance to play it or anything. For a really nice deal. A good friend of mine works at Guitar Center and was able to get the ball rolling on some negotiations. So I had to take the plunge and snag it up, and I actually sold my Magic the Gathering collection and used some of the money to fund this. So I feel like trading cardboard for a guitar is a great deal. Anyway, this one has the previous owner put in bare knuckle pickups, which I'll promptly be taking out and putting in something a little bit more rock and roll and less metal. Although I do love metal, but not my style of a pickup, I guess. They're decent pickups, but just not my thing. This one has a mahogany body. It's pretty thick. It's hard to tell, but really thick body. Maple top. This one has a very nice satin finish, which I think looks great. I'm not a huge fan of satin finishes as far as how they feel. I prefer gloss finishes, which is the opposite of every other person on the planet, I think. But this is just a beautiful guitar, so I'm okay with it. Okay, this is my Switchback Guitar Works City Boy. This is his kind of version of a Strat style guitar with his own tweaks and I guess sort of adjustments. But this one's got a flame maple neck, flame maple fretboard, really nice inlays right there, and then almost like a pink color, really nice looking guitar, kind of sparkly, not super sparkly. And these are his custom pickups. So if I need a Strat, this is what I pick up, because this is my only Strat style guitar. But like I said, this is a Switchback Guitar Works City Boy. And in the rare occasion I need to play some sort of jazz thing, I have my Gibson ES-137 Custom. This was a Craigslist score a little over 10 years ago. I've been eyeing this for a few years and found this for around $1,000 on Craigslist, and I was incredibly happy to get it for that price. Needed some work to get it set up, but ends up playing pretty nicely. I've also used this a lot for teaching, because it's kind of doubles as an acoustic-ish guitar, so you can hear it when you're playing, and not needing amplification, so that's sort of nice when teaching, because you're often sharing an amp with a student. Everything is stock on this guitar, stock pickups, stock wiring, etc. Really nice. Ebony fretboard. I like ebony fretboards, as you can tell. So Gibson ES-137 Custom. Okay, so this is my Gibson Les Paul Studio. It's seen some better times. This was my very first electric guitar. I played this a bunch when I was growing up, a ton. The frets have been dressed, but to my taste now, these frets are tiny, so it's hard to play this guitar. Although I need to get it all fixed back up again. But it needs strings first, and a bridge, right? And a tailpiece. So I guess we can't talk about guitars without talking about acoustic guitars. And by acoustic guitars, I mean acoustic guitar. This is my Collings DS2H. I actually purchased this here in Nashville before I moved here. So this was purchased about 13-ish years ago. But this is a really nice guitar. Really enjoyed this one. Don't play it that often, to be honest with you guys. I don't really play acoustic guitar much, but when I do, it's obviously this one. Typical, I think it's a rosewood back and sides, spruce top, and very nice ebony fretboard and inlays, and a slotted headstock. And we can't forget about the bass guitar. This is my Warwick Corvette 5-string. Actually, I purchased this on Craigslist from the same guy I got the Gibson ES-137 for. I think this was a $500 bass guitar purchase. Sounds really good, but this one needs some serious work. I've never had it set up before, and it plays terribly, and that's probably my fault, but I don't know how to play bass really, or at least not real bass, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's a great bass, sounds really nice, the blow-in's really huge. But so yeah, anyway, that's the Warwick 5-string Corvette. Well, thanks so much guys for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed my guitar collection. Let's pray we don't add anything else to it. We'll see you guys soon.